Hey, this is Chris Redden for Pedal Magazine at the BC Bike Race. So, 7 days of the BC Bike Race and brought us into Whistler today. Really nice to make it into Whistler, a hot sunny day, and we all made it in. I shouldn't say we all made it in. There was 550 racers that started, and in the end there was probably less than 500 that finished. Got the belt buckle you get for finishing, so that was a nice feeling. Luckily this year we had a great week of racing. The weather was all cooperative. We had sun all the time. So, it could have been a rainy time, and you have to pack for that when you come to this race. This year, it was my first year, my only time doing it so far, and I was on a Norco Revolver 1, a 29-incher full suspension bike. Totally the way to go. That bike just got me through everything. We went through some pretty gnarly stuff, some rooty stuff, rocky stuff, everything that you can imagine on BC coast, and that bike performed well in all conditions. I was really happy with it. Didn't have to do a thing to it. Just cleaned it off each night, lubed it up again, and the chain that is, and it was good to go. So I was really happy with the bike. Couple of things to keep in mind if you ever look at coming to this race. We had a lot of racers out here, and a lot of people don't look after themselves properly. Limit your time in the chamois. If you're coming to this race, don't wear your shorts around all the time. Get into them at the last minute and get out of them right away. I see people an hour, 2 hours after the race still wearing their shorts. I just can't imagine what that would do for them. And make sure you eat properly. There's great food at this race. If you get the meal plan, they feed you really well. The food's great. They got a good variety of fresh foods, and they put it on in a nice venue for each location. One thing to be prepared for is you are camping, unless you choose not to camp, and then you can go and find your own accommodations. Some people have families follow them in campers and whatnot, but if you camp, they set up your tents, look after you that way. Just be aware that they only give you a thin blue foamy mattress, so you might want to bring something a little thicker, nicer to sleep on. So this race takes you from Cumberland, Campbell River, Powell River, Earls Cove, Schelt, to Langdale, Squamish, and Whistler. Each one of those races had their own challenges and their own great things. For me, I think one of the harder days was Cumberland, and I think a lot of people had the same issue. The race started out, big climb, and it was just open, exposed climb in the sun, and it was just, one of those things you're not really prepared for, and most people are coming from places where it hasn't been hot yet. I came from Calgary, and we just haven't had the heat, so we had to deal with extra acclimatization. The descent on that day too was pretty technical, and a lot of racers weren't prepared for it. Luckily, I've put a dropper seat post on the bike, and that worked out really well. Able to get the weight back and able to get over some obstacles and ride a lot of stuff that some people were having difficulties with. If you're looking for an adventure, this was definitely the adventure to come on for a mountain biker. Some of the trails that you're on were 15K of single track that you would never see in your life. You'd never know where it is, you'd never know how to hit it, and you're out there riding, having fun, and just going for, as I said, 15K on some of the most awesome stuff. In Squamish we went down just some amazing flowing trails that were just like a roller coaster to come down. You can't describe how much fun it is. A couple of things that if you are looking to come to this race, work on your route riding ability. If you can't ride routes, you're going to have a hard time, especially if it happens to be a wet year. We had a large contingent of foreign riders here, and some of them just have never seen that kind of riding before and had a lot of difficulties with that kind of stuff. Learn how to ride a bridge. If you can't ride a bridge, you're going to be left behind, because you have a lot of open trellis bridges that you're riding across that sometimes go 20 feet above a gorge. You just got to ride. You can ride straight, you can ride them, no problem. So there's lots of that stuff to do. and learn how to get on your bike. A lot of people just simply don't know how to get on their bike. They stop, put their foot over, put their other foot over, think about clipping in, clip in, start to pedal, and my goodness, it just takes forever. So if if you can just get on your bike and ride, hop on the bike, throw a leg over without having to stop and clip in, it makes a world of difference. That would save you a lot of time as well. One of the other things is make sure you bring 7 pairs of chamois. It's a 7-day race. Bring 7 pairs of shorts. You wouldn't believe, I see people in shorts day after day that I don't know how they do it. You can get away with less jerseys if you wanted to, but shorts, I wouldn't advise that at all. Jerseys, they do give you a jersey here, which is great. It's a beautiful jersey. So really all you need to bring is 6 jerseys, and you can get away with that. And then you got to limit what you actually bring with you, because you're only allowed a certain amount of stuff that can fit in your red bag. That's all you can bring with you, everything that fits in this red bag for the week. So you got to fit your clothes, jerseys, and casual clothes. You're not wearing your casual clothes for that long each day, so it's not a big deal. You have to fit your sleeping bag in there. You have to fit any air mattress or anything else you have in there. So keep that in mind. Other than that, it's a great experience. Meets lots of people here. Everybody's in the same boat as you, so it's wonderful to chat with people from around the world and make some new friends. Some great experiences. Get to ride the ferries, get to go up the coast, get to be on the ocean, up in the mountains, see stuff that normally you may not ever get to see. So it definitely is an experience worth doing. Well, with that in mind, I think I'll call it a week, and thanks to BC Bike Race for putting on such a great event. This is Chris Redden saying see you.